Hey y'all, today I believe I am 24 days post-op and I am going to be making my puree cheesy enchilada beef bake. So first you're gonna need a pound of lean ground beef. This is 7%, and we're gonna brown it and we're gonna add taco seasoning. Taco seasoning we're going to be adding today is going to be Old El Paso, and that's what we're going to start with. Now that the grease is drained out of my brown meat, I'm gonna add in my taco seasoning, and I'm just gonna do it till I think it looks good. And then I'm going to have to puree this because my puree diet does not allow for any lumps whatsoever. So I'm going to use the enchilada sauce, and I'm gonna use that as a way to, for my liquid, to puree the beef. And that is the next step. Once this is all nice and cooked through and seasoned, we'll add some enchilada sauce to a blender with the meat and get it all pureed up. So I have my ground beef in my little Ninja blender. I'm going to be adding a Las Palmas red enchilada sauce to it and then blending it up. After I'm done blending it up, I will be back. So now this is all pureed up. It's like the consistency of like the meat that's in Jack in the Box tacos is what it reminds me of. And so now what we're going to do is I'm gonna just use my saucepan as my bowl, and I'm gonna put refried beans, entire can, Rosarita's organic refried beans in it. I'm going to add in some Faye Greek yogurt, 0%, half a cup, and a half a cup of queso sauce. And then I will be back. So, yeah. So my beans are in the pot. I did add a little bit of water because they're pretty thick, just because I want a more spreadable consistency. And then I'm doing a half a cup of Greek yogurt, like I said, right here. So I'm adding that. And again, my fire's not on. My heat's not on my stove. I'm just using this so I don't dirty up another dish. And then this is the queso I'll be using. I'll be adding in a half cup of this On the Border salsa con queso. So, I can open that up if I can. Woo! And it's pretty liquidy already, but I'm gonna give it a good stir. And we're gonna do a half a cup. Just like that. And there we go. So I'm adding protein, I'm adding cheesiness, I'm just adding all the things that are gonna make this taste delicious. I'm gonna mix this all together and then I'll be back. Okay, so now we're gonna layer everything. This is what my beans looks like with the queso and the Greek yogurt. They're nice and creamy and taste delicious. So the first thing we're gonna do is take an 8x8 and we're gonna layer this inside. So I'm just gonna pour this out. And we're gonna do our first layer. Now this is gonna make a total of 16 servings, is what I put it in to the Berry Tastic app as under recipes. And I think it's like a total of 161 calories per serving and 13 grams of protein. So on the puree, that's really good. So each serving size will probably be about a quarter of a cup-ish, would be my estimation. So we're just getting every last little bit of this I can out. I'm almost done. Okay. So we're gonna smooth this out and then we're gonna add the meat on top. And remember, the meat has the enchilada sauce in it. So that's where we're going now. And this is the meat. Now we're layering on top. nice and smooth. So we're gonna go like that. And do that. Now we're gonna stick this in the oven all together for about 20 minutes, just enough to heat up the beans because the taco meat is a little bit cooled down but already hot. So we are going to just do our best to get this heated all the way through. And then after 20 minutes, we'll take it out, top it with a little bit of shredded cheese, and then we'll be done. So this is what it currently looks like. And just like that, we're going to take it out. It's been 20 minutes. It's nice and brown on the top. And what we're going to do is we're going to add about a half cup, just a small sprinkle of cheese across the top. Like that. That's about a half cup, and we're gonna put it back in for another couple minutes. Once this is done baking, I'm gonna serve it up and give it a taste because I've never made it before, but I'm sure it's gonna taste great. So this is what it looks like when it's done, all nice and cheesy and melty, and I am going to try and serve up myself about 3 ounces of it. So I have my scale right here. It's all teared out. And I am going to see what a serving of this looks like. So this is 3 ounces right here, not bad. So this is a serving spoon, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little bit of everything on it and give it a taste. That is so good. I think that's the best puree meal I've made by far. This is delicious. I highly recommend this. Texture of the ground beef. I mean, you can mix everything together and like try and get rid of the texture of the ground beef, but it's not bad. It's just really fine ground beef. But yeah, so I'm gonna mix it all up and see what that does to the texture at all. So it's all mixed up, and let's give it a whirl. Oh, you still felt it, felt the texture of the ground beef. But this is really good. This is probably my favorite thing I've made so far today. So yeah, give it a try. Bye, y'all.